Hi, and welcome to the section on Microsoft Word. Today we're going to be talking about using tabs. Tabs are used in Microsoft Word to align text in your document. Texts are nothing more than words that you see on your screen as you type. These tabs are also used to align columns of text. There are 5 types of tab stops that are available in Microsoft Word. The first one is left align. This is where the text flows to the right. The second one is centered align. This is where the text centers on a position as you type. And there's the right align, where the text flows to the left. And there's a decimal align. The text aligns onto the decimal point when using numbers. And then there's the bar, which inserts a vertical line at the text stop. We will see them further. They will be more clearer when we do the practical, and we'll go through each one. Now tabs, you can use a ruler to set up tabs. This is probably the easiest way to use tabs. And the other way is arranging text with tables. I hope that that theoretical part makes it clear. Now let's just quickly go into a practical section to make it a bit clearer as to what it is we're talking about. Remember, to begin the practical section, first open Microsoft Word, which you'll find under Start, All Programs, and then find Microsoft Office and find Microsoft Windows and Windows Word. And then you click it and it should be open for you, and then you can start. Hi, so this is the practical section. So firstly, just type motivational letter onto your screen. Okay, so we have motivational letter tapped up. What we spoke about in the theory section was the 5 different tab stops that are available in Microsoft Word. And we said the first one is the left aligned. To find this tab, we go under our home tab, and we should find a section called paragraph. In that section, there are the different tab stops that are available. The first one is left align. This is the default one, and it's already clicked, as you can see. So if we click it, nothing happens. This is because it's the default one. The next one is the centered align. So we click the centered align, and we see our text has now moved to the center of the screen. What we said is that the text centers as you type, and you can see it happening here, that your text is centering as you type. And the next one we said is the right align. So you click the right align, and all your text jumps to the right side of the page, to the right side of your page. Okay, so this is basically the 3 main ones, and you can find the other 2 under, if you go to your page layout section. So you click on page layout, and you should find a section called paragraphs. Okay, and in it there's an indentation or indent section and a spacing section. So let's just take this back to the left align and go back there. Okay, so we can increase our indent and say, let's increase it by 5 centimeters, for example, and you see it moves to the left 5 centimeters. Yeah, you can take this back and say 0 centimeters again. So this is our decimal line, 0 centimeters, and you can say, well, I don't know, 3, and you see it moves by a certain decimal point. And then you can also change your spacing as well, and you say 1, 3, and you see it moved downwards by about 3 points. You can increase this and say 5, and you can see it moving and moving. So this is how your decimal align works, and you can see how your text is affected by what you do here. Okay, so what you want to do now is that to see the bar one, you need to go under view first, and then under view you should have a section called show. Under the show section there will be a ruler, a guidelines and navigation. So you click ruler. This is to make sure that our ruler shows up, that our ruler is visible as we're working. So the bar insert is merely just using your ruler to align your text. So if you move your ruler, you see your text moves. And you remember that I said that one of the ways of using tabs is to use a ruler. So this is this very way where you move your ruler around and you see your text moving around on the screen. Okay, The other way that we spoke about was that of tables. Okay, so let's quickly deal with that of tables. Okay, so we just leave it blank. Okay, firstly, to insert a table, you go to insert, and then you should find a button called table. You click that button and it will give you the option to say how many rows and column do you want to insert. For us, let's choose a 2 by 3. You click 2 by 3 and you see the table is inserted, and the default tab that it goes to is the design tab. Under the design tab, you will find table styles option, table styles, and you'll also find a section to draw borders. Okay, under the table styles, that's where you can change the style of your table. This is the look of your table, so you can choose one that's comfortable, the one that works best for your particular presentation. And under your draw borders, you can choose and say, I want this border and I want it to be that thick, and you just go ahead and draw the border. So you go ahead and draw your border. There, your border is drawn. Okay, and then to insert text into the table, what you do is that you just start typing. You click on the first cell and then you start typing name, and then to move on to the next cell, you press the tab the tab key on your keyboard. So you press tab and it goes to the next one, and you type and you say surname. You press the tab key again and then you go to the next row, and you can start typing other stuff, and you press the tab key again and it goes to the next one. You press the tab key again and it goes to your next one. You press the tab key once again, it moves to your next one. And then now that you're at the end of the table, what's gonna happen? You still want to add more stuff. You just press the tab key again, and a new row will be created for you. Okay. Now, let's say for instance you realize that actually you also want to insert things like phone numbers of these people that you're putting into this table, and you wanted to modify your table. Then you go to your layout section. Under your layout section, there's a section called tables and rows and columns, merge, cell size, alignment, and data. For us now, we're just going to focus on rows and column. So if you wanted to insert another column here, then you just choose, and maybe you want to insert the column to the right, then you just click insert right, and a new column is inserted for you, and you can once again type in it by and then there you say phone number. That's where you're going to put your phone number. Okay, and then that's automatically inserted for you. And also you can also insert below, which will insert a new row for you. You can also insert above, which also inserts a new row above the one that you've selected for you. And then what can happen as well, you might realize that actually some of the columns here or rows are useless for me. I don't need them. And this is where you can use the delete. So you can say delete row, and that whole row will disappear. And also you can come here and say delete cell, and that cell will disappear. So as you can see, the cell is gone. And just notice again, let's do that again. Just notice that when you delete cells, it gives you option to say what do you want to happen to the cells that are left. Do you want it to shift up? Do you want it to shift left? Do you want to delete the entire row or the entire column? So you just choose whichever one you're most comfortable with. So delete, you see everything shifted to the left after you deleted that. And you can delete the whole row, and then the whole row will disappear. And maybe you realize you don't need a certain column anymore, and you can delete the whole column, and the whole column goes. And you can also delete the whole table, and as you can see, the whole table goes. I hope that part clarifies the theory part that we did, and it just shows you a bit of how you could format text on your page, how you could just show them in different ways, in tables, show them in different positions as well. Remember, to begin the practical section, first open Microsoft Word, which you'll find under Start, All Programs, and then find Microsoft Office and find Microsoft Windows and Windows Word, and then you click it and it should be open for you, and then you can start.